Alright guys, I got this 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. The left turn signal is constantly on. And every time you turn the left or right turn signal on, you'll have this annoying, sounds like the switch is breaking. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to replace this. I'll go ahead and turn off the vehicle. Underneath the driver's seat, well actually let me show you the tools first. You're going to need a 10mm Allen head, an extension, a ratchet, a small flathead screwdriver, a 10mm socket, ratchet. You can use the same ratchet or pull off, vice versa, whatever you need. You may actually not need those. And a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, you don't need this tool, but it's what I had to work with here. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect the battery sensor underneath the passenger seat. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this box here, this cover panel. Okay, I'm gonna set you down. Alright, once you got that pulled up, we'll go ahead and first disconnect the sensor. It has a little tab here. You just gotta push it in and pull out, okay? It's kind of a pain in the butt, but there you go, okay? Take a quick look at that sensor. You just push in here and pull out. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect this negative battery cable. Make sure it's the negative one. Do not disconnect that one because you may be able to arc yourself out on the ground, okay? So the negative, how do you know it's negative? It should be labeled on the battery, okay? I don't know who worked on your vehicle last, but it should be labeled on the negative side. And the cable should be black, but that's not always the case. Okay, go ahead and disconnect it. A couple turns. Okay, that's all you need. Lift it up. All right, I guess you need a couple more turns there. Guys, this is not working now. Oh, there you go. A little twist and set it down to the side. All right. All right. You're gonna want to wait about 5 minutes. This is so that way there's no issues when removing the horn pad. You don't want the airbags going off. Okay. So we're gonna set an alarm for 5 minutes. Hey Siri, set alarm for 5 minutes. All right. I'll set this stopwatch. All right. In the meantime, we can get started here. First thing I would do is take off these screws here. Okay, this is gonna give you access, and it's gonna help you see what you're actually going to do to take off the horn. Okay. I think this would have actually been much easier if I'd have just used the flathead screwdriver instead of this damn thing. Alright, you want to go ahead and just kind of peel back on that. Alright, make sure not to break the tabs here, so the tabs will just kind of move forward. Push forward a little bit and maybe angle it out, okay? I wouldn't do anything at this point, okay? We're just getting prepared. Just go ahead and put our screws somewhere where we know it's gonna be found. Okay. And there you go. Lost the other one. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Go ahead and put it in the cup holder if you can. Okay. So pretty much this is a multi-function switch. This does the turn signals, the wipers, washers. Okay. So there could be any reason why that switch would go bad. This video is not a video to troubleshoot. This video is to show you how to replace the components. Okay, so far we got about 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Alright, so this is what we got here. Straight from O'Reilly's. The dealer wanted like $750, $800, and O'Reilly's was the best bang for the buck because AutoZone do not have it. You're also gonna want to get a lifetime warranty on it too, right? So you really don't want to buy this from eBay or anything like that. Even though it's much cheaper, you don't know what you're getting, and it's gonna be really difficult to get a warranty on Joe Schmo's email or eBay listing. Okay. We got 3 more minutes left. All right. You guys may want to fast forward a couple minutes. Be back. All right, here we go. Much better. Oh man, I moved out of the way. Alright guys. Past due. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Go ahead and take this, this and that, and the third. Don't you mind that. Alright, so this is the kind of tricky part here, okay? The dealership has a special tool that you put on, you have to look for it in the steering column. Here you go. Got a little hole there, and on the other side. They have a special tool that you use to put through there, and it go ahead and releases the spring or the tension that's on this horn pad. But we're not gonna pay $90 for that, okay? We're better than that, we're smarter than that. We're gonna go buy one of these, okay? See that little nice little bad boy there? Okay, go ahead and fit that in there. Now I'm gonna show you from the bottom side what we're gonna do. So, all right, this is difficult, okay? But, where she goes, where she blows. Okay, do you see that small, directly from that flathead screwdriver, there is that piece of metal there, right? We're gonna push that piece of metal. Oh, perfect. We're gonna push it this way, as far as we can, okay? You gotta be slick with it, okay? You can't let it pop out of place. All right, so we're gonna push it as far over as we can. You should hear like a release, so. Boom, I felt like a click, okay? And boom, it stays in place. All right, that'll allow you to pop it out on the left side, okay? Boom, okay? The left side is done. We're gonna do the same thing on the right side, okay? Go ahead, put the screwdriver there. And where is she at? Where is she? You guys see that? No, you can't see her. Yeah. Okay. She's in. Okay. Time to pull her out. Okay. If it doesn't come out easy, it's because you don't have it pushed in all the way. Okay. Sorry for the horrible lighting in here. Okay. So, first thing we're gonna want to do is take off this sensor right here. Okay, or this connector. It's easy if you just take the screwdriver and, well, try it with your finger first. Go ahead and press in there, try to pull out. Probably not gonna be that helpful. But if you look at it on the front side, okay, this is a horrible video, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna save you some money. Take your flathead screwdriver, put it through there, just a tad bit. Don't go all crazy with it, okay? Just enough, you should be able to put it in and pull out at the same time. Okay, so you want it just enough in there to release one of these little small, not even on it, am I? Oh, where are we at? There we go. A small little tab there. Okay. Next thing you want to do is remove these sensors. Oh, beautiful. I'll show you right there. Take the flathead screwdriver. You want to pry it behind here a little bit. Be very gentle with it. Okay. Just gonna want to pry it up. You know, move it a little bit like this. Okay. You should be able to get the rest with your hand if you need to. Or, oh, there you go. Okay. Be very careful because you can break it. And get underneath it a little bit. Okay. Just a little bit. I might actually go grab it with my hands. Alright, sorry, I'm trying to show you guys. Just move back and forth, okay? If it doesn't come off, you know, somewhat easy, you probably don't have this up all the way, okay? Just gotta be very careful with it. On to the next one. Okay. Go ahead and get under the lip. A little bit more, boom. And then get it on the bottom side. Boom, donezo. Okay, horn pad is off. Okay. Sorry for the quality, but you get what you pay for. All right, the next thing we need to take off here is this sensor. Okay, go ahead and press back on this tab. Okay, it's a little small tab right there. Press it in. and pull out on the connector. All right. This side here, it's a little bit more tricky. Best thing for me to do is go ahead and put my flathead screwdriver in here, right? Just like we did with the black one. We're just gonna shove it in there a little bit, and where we at? Pull away. All right, guys, that's not working too well. Okay, so here's the deal. What I actually did, can you see that? Is push on this tab here with the flathead screwdriver. Okay, you want to push on that tab from the outside of the clip, not the inside. Okay, not here, here on the outside. Just push it in just a tad bit and pull out with your other hand. All right, so that's done, out the way, capiche. We're gonna go ahead and take our Allen head, and I would highly recommend, especially if you don't have a torque wrench, just marking where the bolt meets the steering wheel. Okay, mark it in red, something you're gonna be able to see. Just helps you know if you have it tight enough or back in the correct place. So, yeah, not to mention, before you guys take this off, make sure your steering wheel is straight. Okay. Don't want to cause any problems there. So we're gonna go ahead and take one hand with the steering wheel. Unfortunately, I have the one hand on the camera and one hand with the ratchet. Okay. Now this is not looking very good. There we go. You go to the dealer, they're probably gonna charge you, I don't know, over 600 bucks. I mean, I know this part alone is over 600 bucks, but you really don't need to. Okay, it's literally on the video. Okay, just like I said before, make sure that you unplug the negative battery cable first. Okay, plug that sensor first, then the cable. And even to be safe, go ahead and unplug the positive battery cable as well. So that popped right out of place, okay? Another thing I would probably do before that happened, but it's okay if you don't, it's just, mark the inside here, just so that way you know exactly what orientation went in. But there is a little groove here that you'll be able to line it back up with. So let's just pull it out. Okay, gonna be very careful with these clips. Just feed them in, work them in one by one. Okay, set that aside and give me 1 moment. All right, what now? So you should be able to just pull this off. Ooh, it's pretty dirty. Okay. Actually, let's take this back piece off first. Just wanna go ahead and grab it. Okay, work it around. You might wanna go to the other end first after that. That way, boom, much easier. Okay, you should be able to just pull this right off, all right? But now you gotta be careful because there's still a switch or a sensor back there, right? So just kind of pull it just back enough. That way we can disconnect it. go ahead and press in this tab here and pull out. You guys are almost there. And by the looks of it, somebody gave me the wrong part. Would you look at that? This one doesn't have a groove and this one does. Due to my tilt. That's lovely, huh? Okay. I wonder if I can still put it on. Nope. FML. FML. But you know what? It still works. So we'll go with it. Uh-oh. Alright, let's take that off. Let's put this connector on. Some models have electronic tilt and some have the manual tilt. That's the only difference. Okay, so guys, with each connector you put on, you're going to want to make sure that it doesn't come back off once you put it on. So just push it in as far as you can and just gently attempt to pull it back. So we're going to go ahead and just got that baby back on there. Alright, once you push it far enough in, it shouldn't move, okay? Let's see if, yeah, it's gonna always go back to its set position there. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put our steering wheel back on. Feed that in there. Actually, we could probably do that after. Alright. Go ahead and feed your cables back through. One at a time. Alright, be careful not to damage them. They're all the way through, and go ahead and feed. I want to move those so that way they fit properly. All right, so now I don't know if you can see that. Let me give my other flashlight here. All right, you see that notch? No, you don't. All right, where we're at? Okay. So you got a bunch of splines on there, and then you have a maybe about a centimeter notch up top. That notch is going to align with the line. Let me just show you guys. With that right there. Let's get a better view on this. Alright, so you see the little line right there. Boom. These notches are going to align with that notch on top there. Okay, simple as that. If you can't figure it out, probably shouldn't be doing this. So get it worked in, match them up, and all right. See how I'm gonna hold this camera. Okay. So once it sits in, we're gonna go ahead and put your connector back in place, okay? Boom. You'll hear it clip. Normally that means it's in. We just go ahead and give it a tug. Give it a tug. All right. Okay. Next step is you want to. It's really up to you guys. I would probably actually advise you to do it. Put a little bit of Loctite on these threads here. Okay. I'm gonna know when my steering wheel is gonna come off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and work with what I got there. All right. But just put a little bit of Loctite on there. Actually, let me just show you guys, all right? Because if I don't show you, you're probably not gonna know what I'm talking about. All right, let's see what I got. All right, so you can pick this up from your hardware store. Medium strength thread locker, okay? So go ahead and open up the cap. Go ahead and just put a little bit on the threads, that's all you need. Okay, you don't need a whole lot. You'll know when your steering wheel starts falling apart. By then it may be too late. I'm just joking. Okay, that's something not to joke about. But let's put that back in there. Thread it on by hand first. Do not use your ratchet. Okay. Hand tight. Alright, we know it's good. It's threaded on properly. Just go ahead and tighten it with the ratchet and the 10mm Allen head. And this will seat it in further. Alright. Once it's actually, let me put this. Okay. So now I'm looking and my my marks aren't lining up. So and it's pretty damn tight. No, it's not too tight, but just want to get a little bit tighter so I know at least that's where it was originally. Okay, got a little bit past, which is probably a little bit more than what I need, but those marks are pretty close, okay? It's tighter than what it was. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put the horn back on. This is gonna be difficult. All right, let's set this up to where you guys can see this. Perfect. So I would put these on first. If you look, you can't mix match them, or you may be able to mix match them, but blues with blue, yellows with yellow. Blue, yellow. push it down, you'll hear it clip, and then clip the top. Attempt to pull it out, you're not gonna get it. So it's good to go, it's not going anywhere. Next, don't try to put these in place if this orange tab is not out, okay? So go ahead and put it in. And close the tab, okay? I didn't hear it click that first time, but it seems to be seated properly. And you're gonna lastly put on the last connection here. Okay. Pull the way out. Good to go. All right, guys. Just go ahead and put a harness clip on both sides. Okay. Come back over here. We're gonna want to put clips back on. Out underneath. There you go. And there you go. Lastly, we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna get me a screwdriver now. It'll be much easier. I'll be right back. You're gonna wanna start with the center first. Get it behind that lip. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, the right way. It's just a bit difficult here. Alright, get underneath the lip. Just work it in there. Okay. Just gotta work it in there. It seems to be somewhat in there. Let's see this side here. Alright. Alright, all their tabs are in. Go ahead and grab the 2 screws. Alright guys, this is what I'm talking about. Screws somewhere, you know you're gonna find them. Alright. And the 2 screws back in here. That still beats paying somebody to do it, that's for sure. In there. It's just a little difficult trying to hold the camera at the same time. Just tighten it up. On with the next screw. next, we're gonna go ahead and put the battery cables on. And I would go ahead and put this sensor on, this connector on this sensor before you put the battery, tighten the battery up, because it kind of gets kinked here in the corner once you tighten the battery. Always make sure your connections are tight. Pull it out, it's not tight, right? All right, good. Now, go ahead and tighten up the battery cable. I'm sure there's some type of torque spec for this, but you just keep tightening it up by hand and just a little bit more. Okay, hand tighten a little bit more. Always verify by grabbing on the connector. Move in or out. Go ahead and replace the lid. Okay. Let's see what we got. See if you guys want to fire me or not. All right. Left turn. All right, still got a job so far. Right turn, still got a job. Let's see if it cancels now, guys. Oh boy. I live to work another day. Uh-oh, guys. Oh. All right. Still want to make sure all your headlight works, the wipers and washers work, because it's a multi-function switch, remember. Okay. Rear wipers. I see them working. All right, guys. Well, I hope I saved you $1,000. It's not that difficult. Might be a little bit of pain in the ass first 2 times. The third time's a charm. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Bye.